Imagine this. You are at a family dinner and your grandmother leans over with that piercing loving stare. So what do you exactly do at work, my dear? You take a deep breath. Well, I handle projects across different regions, different teams, and I coordinate workflows, track KPIs, and sometimes analyze data. Grandma nods slowly, tilts her head and mutters, sounds complicated, dear. Aunt Linda is scrolling on her phone and you see cousin Jeremy smirks. And inside your head, there's chaos. Why does this feel like I'm explaining rocket science to people who just want to have dinner? Do they even understand me? And you try again. Think of it like this. I make sure that everyone's work actually works. And results make sense and I fix things before they blow up. And then grandma says, pats your hand. I see. Good job, dear. It's not about knowing every little detail. It's about communicating in a way that people actually understand. And remember, whether it's your grandmother or a room full of friends or board of executives, the best communicators make people listen, trust, and follow. Today, I'll share 3 communication secrets to sound confident, powerful, and unforgettable. Stick around, especially the third one. It changed the way I lead forever. The first point is to speak with clarity and conviction. Early in my career, I thought that being thorough meant explaining everything. I'll go on and on about scenarios, numbers, the details, and thinking that people would actually see me as competent. Instead, I noticed glazed eyes, wandering attention, and my inner voice panicking. Do they understand me? Are they judging me? And then I remembered Steve Jobs and the iPhone launch in 2007. He didn't start with specs or technical jargon. He didn't say this is a multi-touch interface, accelerometer, and a 4GB of storage. Instead, he said, today Apple is going to reinvent the phone. And boom, that sentence captured imagination, made people lean in, and made a complex product sound instantly understandable. He delivered the headline first and then added details, but only enough to support the big idea. Some practical tip. Answer first and explain later. One clear line and support with 2-3 points and then stop. Let silence do the work. Point 2 is presence speaks louder than words. This one is subconscious. I remember presenting a plan to senior leaders and I thought I was doing great. Afterwards, my boss said, your ideas were strong, but you looked nervous as hell. And inside my head, nervous? I felt confident. But my leg bouncing, my pen fiddling, I was touching my hair, eye contact. John F. Kennedy versus Richard Nixon in 1960. During a presidential debate on TV, Kennedy looked calm, composed, and confident. Nixon, he was recovering from illness and he appeared sweaty, tense, and outworked. So radio listeners thought that Nixon won, and TV viewers overwhelmingly gave it to Kennedy. That split-second impression shaped public perception, showing that presence matters as much as content. So some practical tip: record yourself and notice gestures and postures. Slow your pace slightly, pause after key points and claim that space. Sit, stand, or walk with purpose. Imagine your inner voice saying, I've got this. People are listening. Presence communicates competence, confidence, and calm, even before you say a word. Point 3 is to focus on others. Credit them and own your own failures. Early in my career, I led a small project and I thought I nailed it. Later, a team member pulled me aside. "Jules, I felt invisible. You made it all about you." And inside my head, I said, wait, I thought I was being a leader. In fact, I was actually showing off. And that moment changed everything. Leadership isn't about you. It's about the people you lead. Another historical example. President Truman and the Marshall Plan in 1948. Truman could have taken all credit for the post-World War II recovery efforts. Instead, he focused on his team and the American people, crediting the Congress, experts, and administrators for their contributions. And he personally took responsibility when challenges arose. His leadership wasn't about his ego, it was about enabling others. Another practical tip is to credit your team for wins. Be specific. "Michelle, your analysis has helped us to close this deal." Amazing work. Own mistakes personally. No excuses. "This is on me. Let's fix this together." Trust is everything. Teams that feel trusted move faster. Master these three and you won't just communicate. You'll be the person people will actually listen, respect, and remember. If you like this video, hit subscribe for more insights on how to speak like a leader and grow faster than anyone else. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.